If someone told me I could only trade one strategy for the rest of my life, I would trade this one. So I'm gonna explain what strategy I would trade. This is the only one I trade now. I don't trade any other strategy. Just master one. That's what I believe in. Just master one strategy and you're good to go. You don't need to learn 15 different entries or all these different types of models, any of this stuff. Just pick one strategy that you enjoy, that you understand, that you're good at, and just master it. Just focus on that one and you're good to go. So I used to have terrible losses. You can see on the left, this is one of the losses that I made. Stock is going up. For some reason, I decide to buy over here. God knows why. Stock tanks, and I have to sell right over here for a big loss. Then I started switching. I was like, okay, this is not going to work. We need to look for something else. I did so many different things, tried so many different strategies and everything. And so I finally came up with this. So I'm going to explain what this is and how I can trade massive trades like this every single day. Let's go through it. So the first thing I want to talk about is that most strategies actually suck. Like if you listen to some of these people, it's insane. When I was a beginner, all I do is I go on YouTube, search up best trading strategy, high win rate, right? I'd listen to whatever the guy ranked number one would say, and I would just copy it. But now that I listen to these people, it's insane what they say. They're like, hey guys, so we're gonna look at the Fibonacci sequence. I'm gonna put this indicator, and then we're gonna turn our monitor upside down. And it's like, what? It's insane. It's so complex, and I don't understand half the fucking things. And I like to think that I'm a pretty good trader. I don't understand half the things. So if I can understand half the things, how can a beginner understand half the things? They're so unbelievably complex for absolutely no reason. People love to use complex words and complex terminologies. It's stupid. Like, just make everything simple. Make everything simple. So most strategies that you learn on YouTube and all these things, they're super complex for no reason. This strategy that I use, and I'm gonna teach you, is not complex. It's fucking simple. The second reason that most of these strategies suck is because they have terrible win rates. Terrible win rates. They're saying, okay, guys, so this is the pattern that we're gonna trade, or this is the indicator, and then when these two lines cross, you wanna buy the stock. Out of every 10 trades, maybe you win 2, maybe 3 if it's a good week. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to trade a strategy where you lose 7 times in a row to make 1 win? Why would you want to do that? And the third fucking biggest reason is that the risk to reward is terrible. It's fucking terrible. On a good day, on a day where everything goes your way, that rhymed, and all the stocks are going up and everything's just going perfect, maybe you make like 1-to-1 risk to reward. And on every single other day where it's mediocre, it's a bad day, your risk to reward is like 1-to-2. Meaning for every dollar you make, you can lose 2. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I like to aim for 2-to-1 as a minimum, but most of the days my risk to reward ends up being like 3-to-1, 2.5-to-1, 4-to-1. So that's something you really need, and that's exactly what my strategy has. Before we move on, guys, quick heads up. I have my free trading bundle. It includes a free course. It has 3 ebooks. It has a trade tracker. You can put all of your trades there, your entry price, your exit price. You can put a screenshot, your ticker, everything. It's a super good trade tracker. It's the one I use till this day. There's also a gift inside, and if you want to get it, click the first link in description. It's completely for free. Go check it out. So now let's talk about the pattern or the strategy, whatever you want to call it. And it's so fucking simple. Now, the pattern that I love to trade, and this is the strategy that I would use for the rest of my life. The pattern that I would trade is the bull flag. So the picture that you see on the right, these candlesticks, is exactly what the bull flags look like. I'm going to tell you what it is, each part, 1, 2, 3, we're going to go through it, and you're going to realize how fucking simple it is. So the first part I want to talk about is the surge, right? So number one, the first thing we need to look for in this pattern is a surge. So for some reason, stock has good news, there's momentum, whatever, the stock starts pushing up, right? Price starts going up and up and up. Now, 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would have just bought right over here because I would have been like, you know what? The stock's going up, it's going to keep going higher, let me buy. The stock goes down, I would have lost money. But now I know not to do that. So then we move on to step 2. So once we find the stock, which I'll teach you how, and we see that it's making a surge, then we wait for step number 2, which is profit taking. So then you can see step number 2, we have 2 candles over here and they're both red. So you see that first we had the surge, the price went up a lot, and then it kind of went down a little bit. Not a lot, it didn't dump all the way back down, but it went down a little bit. People are taking profit. People aren't dumping the shares. It's not a big resistance point. There's not a big insider dumping. It's just a little bit of profit taking. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is the next surge higher. Step number 3, you can see over here, there's another 2 candles, and they're both green, and it's big fucking surge higher. my entry point, you know where it's going to be? My entry point is going to be when the candle is the first one to make a new high. So you can see right over here, this is the high of this candle, right about over here. So as soon as this green candle makes a new high, I'm going to enter. So my entry point would be literally, if I can draw it very specifically, right over there. As soon as this green candle hits this line over here, that is when I'm going to be buying. So you want to get in right over here, right as the next move up is about to start. You don't want to get in over here or over here. You don't want to no, you want to get in right as the move is about to start, right over here. That is what I use. Now let me show you some examples. Now if you guys want to see this pattern happening live, where I'm like screen recording and I'm trading, you guys can find that in the community. So when you guys join the community, you can have access to all of my live trades. So over here, I made $4,000 in this trade. You can see exactly when I entered, exactly when I exited, why I entered, why I exited, and I do this every single time. You can see here I made a loss. So I share my wins and my losses. Here I made a win, I made 22,000 on this. All of the trades you can see live. You can see all of my trades inside of the community. So if you guys do want to join the community, email me at this email over here and I'll try to get you a spot inside the community. So now let's talk about the best strategy. So what do I do every morning when I get onto my computer? What are the steps that I do? And let's answer the question, which was, if you only had one strategy for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is exactly what it would be. So the first thing I do every single morning is I find volatile stocks. You want to be trading things that are moving. You don't want to be trading stuff that's going sideways, there's no price action. No. You want to be trading stuff that is already moving, has momentum, has volume, has people watching. There's a reason it's going up, and you want to be trading that. So then once I have like the list of volatile stocks, I go through each and every single one of them and I figure out if they're good enough, if they have potential. So then the next step is to choose one of them. So we found a list and then we just choose one of them. Then we look for the entry, which was the bull flag, like I said, the candles, step 1, 2, and 3. We buy and then we sell. That's the whole strategy. Now let's go through each of the steps in detail. So the first one, like I said, is to find the volatile stocks. How do I do that? I use a scanner. So you can use any scanner, don't overcomplicate this. The one I use is on TradingView. You can use whatever scanner you want. But the main thing you want to keep in mind is you want to sort the scanner by gap percentage. Right over here is what you want to sort it by. And I found through like years of doing this that if the stock has a minimum of a 20% gap, as you can see over here, so the minimum is 20%. If it has a minimum of 20% gap, then the chances of it going up is a lot higher. If it's gapping up 2%, 5%, 7%, it's probably not going to go up higher because people are not watching it, right? People are going to be watching this one because it's number one. It's like the highest gapper. People are going to be watching this and this and this and this. Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. I don't know. But definitely the top 2, 3, 4, 5. So to keep your chances as high as possible of finding the stock that's going to make a move, you need to keep the scanner above 20%. So that's the first thing. The second thing we do is we go through each and every single one of these and we start watch listing. And how do you do that? Click the thing on TradingView, the chart pulls up. And there's a couple of things you want to figure out in the chart. Well, the first thing we see over here, this is an example of a stock, ticker symbol BSLK. You can see that post hours the day before, breaking news came out. And as soon as breaking news came out, the stock surged in value, right? Then it held its level pretty well. And then as soon as pre-market opened, it surged in value again, right? Held this level, surged again. Held this level, surged again. And then you can see it start drawing down a little bit. This is the exact type of stock we want to see. There's strong volume throughout the whole pre-market session. There's very strong volume. It has higher highs and higher lows. It's generally going up, right? It's a very bullish trend. Those are the types of things that we want to look for in a stock. Now the third thing is to buy. So now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what a live trade looks like from inside the community. So guys, I'm in the live trading archive and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of a live trade. So let me click play. So we can see BSLK. This was the stock that I mentioned. And you can see over here, I'm about to enter. Now, like I said, I want to buy when the stock breaks the high of the previous candle. So you can see this green candle is opening up. It's going up and up and up slowly. And I buy right over there because I can anticipate it, right? I can predict that it's going to beat the previous candle's high right over here. So because I think it's going to happen, I can enter earlier at a lower price, which is exactly what I do over here. Now the goal is for this to squeeze up, beat this one's high, beat the previous one's high, which is high of day. And then we just want to see a big squeeze up and up and up for profit. That's the whole idea. So I bought it over here. I'm holding shares, and you can see I'm in a little bit of a drawdown. I'm not super concerned, right? The stock isn't dumping. It's not going down. I'm not super concerned. So I'm fine with holding the stock. My stop loss, like mentally, because I don't actually put stop losses, it's just all mental, is roughly at this level over here, maybe the high of this candle. That's gonna be my stop loss, right? So we see stocks starting to squeeze up slowly, and slowly it's taking its time. There's some profit taking, but then we see a new surge. Next candle just opened up, beat the high, beat the previous one's high. We're retesting high of day. You can see there's some resistance and profit taking, but I'm still in the trade, right? Because again, the stock isn't dumping down, it's still holding its level. And high of day, it's about to retest again. Retest it, some profit taking, goes back down, tries it again, goes back down, right? Boom, we beat high of day, we see a nice squeeze, and it gets sold off. I'm still holding this, goes back up, and we're about to be high of day again. Boom, another squeeze over there, right? So we're slowly breaking the high, right over there again, squeeze, another squeeze, and right over there, I sell. Quick trade, it was very quick, nice bull flag, perfect, broke the previous one's high, just like that. So if you guys want to see the entire live trade, you can find that inside the community. I took way more trades than just that one on this stock, and I made 61,000 by the end of the day trading this entire move up. Let me show you guys inside of the community. So guys, now I'm inside the community, the Draco room. So I'm in the wins channel. You can see people are making wins every single day trading this strategy. It's so simple. Look, this person made 1,000, this person made 1,000, $400, this person made 11%, $300, 5%, 800, $1, $300, 200. It's like people are making wins every single day trading this strategy. When you join the community, you can also have a free course inside that explains the strategy in depth. If you're a little confused and you want more information, you can find all of that stuff in the course. There's also an FAQ section. There's a watch list section. There's a live mover, so I notify you guys when I see something moving that I think is going to have potential. There's a wins channel. There's a chat, home runs. There's live trades, day reviews. There's so much stuff inside the community. And now let me talk about the videos. So like I said before, when you join the community, you can get access to all of my live trades. Every single trade that I take, I record a video. You can see when I enter, exactly when I exit. They're all over here, so you can go check them out once you're inside the community. So once again, guys, if you do want to join the community, email me at this email right over here to join. I am going to be closing the group pretty soon to just focus on the members that are inside. So if you do want to join, now is a great time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.